love bugs, I'm back. And today, if you can't tell by the title of the video, I had emergency surgery on my head. So if you didn't watch my previous video on my testimony of spina bifida, then I suggest you go watch it, and then come back. 3, 2, 1. Okay, for those of you who have, excuse me, I'm battling some allergies, so forgive my nose. Anyway, but, I have a shunt in my head, and I went into the emergency room complaining of abdominal pain, and I could trace my shunt cord into my stomach and point exactly where it was hurting me in my abdomen. So they do a CAT scan at the ER. The hospital I was at did not have a neurosurgeon and did not have a neurosurgery ward, so I had to be transferred up to the city and to a specialized hospital for neurosurgery. And so I go in, I get acquainted, whatever, then I go straight back to their CAT scan so that their doctors have my shunt series on their records and can see what the problem is there. Anyway, so then I go immediately from CAT scan to operating room. No warning, nothing. I'd not eaten that entire day, so thank God for that. But I went back straight to surgery, and what happened is my ventricles had gotten swollen, because when I was born I had hydrocephalus, which is water on the brain, which is spinal fluid. Anyway, my cord had gotten blocked, and my ventricles were swollen. So what they did was they did a procedure where they cut in a little J shape up here to do the valve, replace the valve and the tubing. And the way they replaced the tubing was laparoscopically. So they cut in to me to remove some of the tissues and things of that, scar tissues that I've had. And they puffed me up with air so that they had enough room to put the whatever it's called in, the tubing. So then 6 days later, okay, so that surgery went fine. I have a scar here, and I'm perfectly fine. That was in June. 6 days later, I got one of my laparoscopic sites had popped open, and there was spinal fluid coming out of it. Come to find out, the valve wasn't flushing fast enough, and it was causing pressure buildup, which caused the glue to come unglued, because they used surgical glue to glue me back together, and that was going to come off eventually. Anyway, so they looked at it, and he has the valve to where he can adjust it on the outside, and I don't have to have extra surgery. So he fixed it, and then now my stomach's healed completely. I have pictures of my scarring. If you guys would like to see that, I will post that in a follow-up video. If you have any questions, leave the comments down below. But that is how I came to have this wonderful haircut. And yes, this is my natural hair color right here to start. And if you want to see the staples and the scarring, I will post that in another follow-up video and with any other questions that you may have had. Anyway, remember that I love you, love bugs. Mwah. See you soon.